So I think as we move from Live 07 to Live 08, the big focus this year is on the fundamentals of basketball. We really want to nail the core experience of what makes basketball basketball. There are a lot of parts of that, but if you sum them all up into the essence of basketball, I guess is what we're really after. We've improved a lot of things about shooting this year in NBA Live 08. We've spent a lot of time with release points and really trying to get the signature shots of the top players in the league to really look like and feel like the shots that those players really use. We've also focused a lot on the explosiveness, so the jump shots don't feel quite so floaty and the guys explode up into them, and the physics behind the actual ball trajectories are much improved. So last year on NBA Live 07, we combined the dunk and the layup button. We separated the dunk and the layup button, and this year we've combined them back again, and we contextually choose whether players should be shooting layups or dunks based on the game situation and game context. So an example would that be if Allen Iverson is driving to the hoop in traffic. If you give the user a dunk button and they press that dunk button, you have to respect that choice and have Allen Iverson attempt to dunk in that situation. Where in reality he would never attempt to dunk in that situation. He would use a layup and he would probably try to go up and under or maybe a little teardrop floater instead. So one of the interesting things about NBA Live 08 with the changes that we're making to defense is when Allen Iverson drives to the basket like that, he will collide with defenders. So in the past, there's been the players in the post really haven't had a sense of weight and mass, and once you sort of beat your man on the perimeter, you had pretty much a free lane to the basket. This year we're doing some very interesting things with collisions with players in the post, so that Allen would have to then adjust his shot in midair because he's collided with a post defender. So there's a lot of improvements to rebounding this year in the game. We tried to get multiple rebounders going up for rebounds. Last year it tended to be one or maybe two players jumping for a rebound. The logic that determines what players go for the rebound and how they position themselves before the rebound is ready to be grabbed is really key this year. And we fixed a lot of the issues with the ball warping into the player's hands on rebounds, so the thing looks much smoother, plays much smoother, and feels great. One thing that we do at EA when we're first starting a project is we work on what we call an X. And what the X is really the core essence of what your game is, kind of almost like the elevator pitch, how you would tell somebody what you're doing this year in just a couple of sentences. And it's a really interesting process and a nice way to approach the development process. But I always feel like until you've nailed the basics of whatever your sport is, you can't really, your X should be basketball. So if you're building a tennis game from scratch, your X should be tennis. And until you kind of have that core experience exactly what you want it to be, you have to sort of simplify the X process into what the sport is. So in my opinion, our X this year should be basketball, and that's sort of how we've approached it and why we said we need to fix the fundamentals of the game and we need to improve them. We need to do them really, really well, make the game fun. NBA Live 08 will be in stores October 2nd this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so check it out.